Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Binti Ibrahim and my metric number is X65829.
My name is Nur Azena binti Abdul Aziz with metric number at 67177.
My name is Rosmahana Shazwanis binti Abwaka S67612, and today we're going to present about house rental survey. Most of the students nowadays need to rent a house near their institute since a university didn't provide a college for second, third and final year students. Therefore, they need to find a house that affordable for a student. So they need to know their budget so it will not exceed their monthly expense. So we choose to do a survey on how much they expect for the house rent and is the house that they found exceed their limit. This is the data collection for house rent price that they expect and excess house rent price for house that they found. I will explain the process step by step. First, you need to insert the data in the Excel. Next, create the scatter plot. Press insert and choose scatter. Next, right-click on the data point and select straight line. Select linear and check display equation and display R squared. Then click close. Next, for the data analysis method, we need to use the data tab. Select analysis and find regression. Specify the cell containing the data. If you include the column heading, be sure you select labels too. Specify a place for the output to appear. Then when you hit OK, the output will appear.
So, this is the data analysis method. So, as you can see in this scatter chart, the trend line for the budget against excess is going up. So, the R squared is equal to 0.3452. So in this sections, I'm going to explain about the result. Firstly, we use the formula for the sample correlation coefficient, which is R equal to sum xy minus sum x times sum y over n divided by square root sum x squared minus sum x squared over n times sum y squared minus sum y squared over n. So using this formula, we can calculate the t statistic and then the phase of these regulation equations. Therefore, is y cap equal to b0 cap plus b1 cap. Therefore, by using this formula, we can get the result that y cap equal to minus 30.1326 plus 0.4288x. As for the result, the regression equation is found by looking at the numbers in the column that label coefficients. Secondly, the equation here is roughly y cap equal to 0.4288x minus 30.133. So, and thirdly, find the magnitude of the correlation coefficient, which is next to the cell multiple R. And fourth, the correlation coefficient is positive 0.5875.
So I'll be explaining about the findings of our survey. The sum of x is 4,821, sum of y is 1,022, sum of xy is 173,717. Sum of x squared is 706,001, and lastly sum of y squared is 53,186. Next, we'll find R value using the formula shown on the slide. After filling in all the values inside the formula, we'll get the value of R, which is 0.5875. Afterwards, to get the value of T, we'll use the formula of R times with square root of n minus 2 over 1 minus R squared. And then we'll get the value of T, which is 3.630. So after we are done with the calculation, we'll verify whether our hypothesis is rejected or not. So we'll draw a normal distribution graph and then put in all the values. So based on the slide, it could be seen that the t value is in the critical region, which means we should reject the hash knot. Finally, after we are done with all the other calculations, we'll find the regression line for the data that we have collected. So firstly, we'll find the beta cap knot using the formulation on the slide, and we will get the value of negative 30.1326. And next, we'll find the beta cap 1 using the formulation on the slides too, and then we'll get the value of 0.4288. And finally, we'll just put it into the formula, which is y cap equal to beta cap naught plus beta cap 1 x, and then it will be the negative 30.1326 plus 0.4288x. That's all for my group. Thank you for listening to our presentation.